Hello and welcome to another Tarot of the Week. And we're back using my old faithful Thoth Tarot. I thought I would go back to my Thoth Tarot. But those of you that are really interested in Thoth, the Thoth Tarot deck, I do have an online meditation course, which is really getting some amazing reviews and questions from my students. Who like Aleister Crowley and really like the cards. And so it's a 10-week or a 10 meditation course where I just go through the different suits and you get a meditation per card in the suit. But anyway, we've chosen a trump card today, and this is the Magus. Very unusual looking chap here. Quite astral, could be seen as someone a bit of a trickster, but actually this is all about coming back to self. The Magus is about coming back, pulling your power back to self and trusting your own instincts. And funnily enough, I had a client this morning who had trusted her instincts about an event, and sure enough, she was proven that her instincts was telling her the right thing. So do we trust ourselves enough to create the future that we want? This particular card is all around the mind. It's all about the free flowing of ideas, creativity, that sense of driving something towards its conclusion, be it a business, a project, a friendship, a relationship. It's all having to really be focused in this head area, as we can see. Sometimes it takes for us to go through a point of free thinking to allow the flow of ideas to surface to the front before we can actually see the whole picture. We don't necessarily see the whole picture until things start to reveal themselves to us. And there is a real sense that when I'm looking at this card, it's showing us the tools that is available to us as a person, to this person here, whether it be scripture, healing, whether it be alchemy, whether it be defensive, there's financial, all of these different symbols are showing us that the tools that we maybe have in our spiritual, mental, emotional toolbox and physical toolbox that we can actually utilize to get a project flowing or to get our mind out of a sense of procrastination, which I was talking about just recently. Interestingly, we've got this, I always see this as a monkey on my back. This little character down here, he's sort of a monkey, griffin, tailed, mythological being. It's quite difficult to discern exactly what he is supposed to be. And the ankles are tied, which is really interesting, but they do have a set of wings, but the ankles are tied. And so we need to look at possibly some aspects of ourselves that is holding us back. Is it procrastination? Do we spend too much time thinking through things without actually taking action or trusting ourselves? Because that is really the main aspect of this card, is to trust ourselves and to allow ourselves to move forward. I think that if you're in a point in your life right now where you have got quite a deep decision to make and you have people around you who are maybe not your cheerleaders, there may be people who are giving you alternatives or they're trying to steer you in a different direction, it could be that you need to sort of just take a step back from them, free those shackles that are holding you in place, which could be people, and start to really formulate your plans. Create a plan, write it down so that the universe can see what it is that you're looking for. I've got a manifestation box just off to the side there with a notebook in it, and I just write my ideas down into that. so that they're not in here but they're on there. And when they're on the paper, I can then go, well, what steps and how am I going to make that happen? So that then formulates the path that I need to take. Being a creative person is a really special thing. I think if you can allow yourself to think freely and you can allow yourself to invest time in what is important for you, then the rewards are always there. And I think definitely following on from our angel card last week, where it was all about thinking about the words that we're using. How do we describe our life? Are we describing it as half full or half empty? Do we need to change the words that we're using? This particular card capitalizes on that. So hopefully some of you have taken a deep breath and thought about what you think and how you think and changed some of those processes so that you now are a bit more free flowing and you can see and tap into the tools that you have that can then create the future that you want. Really, really interesting card. A complex card. It's a very complex character. People don't like him when they come out. Is almost like the opposite of the Fool in some levels. But yes, definitely the mind is the key, and it might be the key for the whole of June. How we think. Do we need to change the way we think? Do we need to be less restrictive in how we think so that we can achieve the goals that we are looking to do? Interesting card. Always love your feedback. I know a lot of you private message me with your feedback. Big thank you to Joan and Michelle, who are constant contributors on the YouTube channel itself and give me feedback there. But yes, it'd be great to hear your feedback on what you feel that card represents for you on this week coming up. Until the next time, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and namaste.